Assalamu alaikum. Hi, hello, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Well, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to give you guys 8 tips on how to stay mentally sane. Yeah, I know it's not every time that you are okay up there in your head mentally, and research has also shown that 90% of our thoughts is always negative, and it keeps on reciprocating like that. So I'm going to share a few tips on how to stay mentally okay. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is practice positive thinking. This is like very important. When your head or your mind is always telling you, oh, you're not good enough, or you don't feel you're not good enough, you don't look nice, all the negative things that runs through a person's mind. Practicing positive thinking will reduce that negative thinking. It helps like fight off the negative thinking. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you say, I'm enough, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I am good, I'm nice, I'm kind, just tell yourself anything positive. It can be like 3 things that you tell yourself every day, in the morning, at night, whenever you feel down. Most of the time, sometimes you have those days where you're not okay, you're sad, you're feeling a bit depressed, you don't want to stand up from bed. Stand up from that bed, look at yourself and tell yourself all the good things that you'd want to hear. Everything that you want to hear, everything that you want to say to yourself, tell yourself that. Okay, second tip I want to give to you guys is take a walk. Yes, I personally do this like once in a while. I usually take a walk. There's like a garden behind our house, so whenever I feel down, sad, or I feel like I just want to give up, I just take a walk outside, either in the compound, which I barely do, but then I usually go out, to the garden at the back. Don't take your phones with you, don't talk to anyone, just go out and have some fresh air, inhale all that natural goodness. If you have birds chirping around you, listen to the birds singing, make it even sound, if you want, feel like you're in a movie. Like, how in the movies you go outside and the sky is blue. I mean, the sky is blue, but how they emphasize on all the little things, how the birds are flying in the sky, how the sun is shining, take in every natural goodness that you can. It improves your mood, it improves your self-esteem, your human health and emotional well-being. I'm telling you guys, after you take that walk and you come back into the house, you just feel refreshed. Taking a walk always helps. And the third tip I want to share with you guys is have a journal or write in a journal. I also go through this. Whenever I can't express myself through words, like when I can't talk about things, I have this journal where I write, like, if I've had a bad day, or let's say the week has gone by and something happened on Monday and I couldn't talk about it and it's been on my mind till like Saturday, then I find some time, which is usually at night, because that's when everybody's like, nobody's disturbing you, nobody's there to like, interrupt. So at night, I'd sit down and get my book. I usually write in pencil because I make mistakes and whatnot. So I sit down and I start writing, and I write and I write. I write everything that comes to my mind, everything that you could possibly think of. Write everything down. Write it down. Since you can't talk about it, it's better to let it out through writing. And it really helps a lot. And what I usually do is, sometimes when I carry the book, and go through it like on normal days, I realize, and I'm like, damn, so I can write this good. Cause when you sit down and you read it, you'll just be like, wow, this is what has been going in, this is what has been happening, and I couldn't let it out. It's really shocking when you've written in your journal. Take a few days after, maybe if you're written on Saturday, check it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Open the book and read it again. Don't just write things down and just leave it in the book. Sometimes you need to like open the book, and see what you've written. See how the bad days have passed and how you've, kept up with it. Okay, the fourth tip I want to share with you guys is exercise. Okay, I don't know how many times I've told myself I'm going to exercise this week. Like, you plan to do the exercise, yeah? You plan to do the exercise, but it never actually works out. It never works out. No matter how many times I'll tell myself, let me say, do it on Monday. That's how Monday will come and pass, so I will not be able to do it on Monday. Okay, if I can't do it during the week, I try doing it on weekends. If I can't do it during the weekend, I try to do it, I make a new schedule again. God. And I always find like the videos that are like 5-10 minutes, but but it's really good. You should be doing your exercise and whatnot, keeping yourself healthy, your body healthy. It helps also with the mind. So the fifth tip I want to share with you guys is read the Quran. Have a connection with the Quran. You can never go wrong with having a connection with the Quran, of course. When the Quran gives you so much peace, whenever you're not feeling okay or when you're down. There are even certain ayahs in the Quran, you can check it up on Google. There's certain ayahs in the Quran where you go and you can read through it, and it's supposed to give you, that peace and tranquility you're looking for. And you can, having a connection with the Quran is one of the best investments you can have for yourself. If you don't know how to read the Quran, it's okay. There are many ways to learn how to read the Quran. And if you do know how to read the Quran, you should at least have, a few days, or it should be an everyday thing. But if you can't do it every day, it can be twice a week or 3 times a week where you sit down and you read the Quran, maybe 2 pages, 3 pages. Have that connection with the Quran. The sixth tip I want to share with you guys is have enough sleep. Sleep is important. No matter how you see it, no matter how you say it, sleep is important. You can't stay up on your phone till 3 and you have things to do the next morning. Basically, there's no point of sleeping if you stay up till 3. Just wait till it's time for prayer, because you would eventually miss Fajr, then the day just doesn't end well. And sleeping, of course, helps with your mental well-being. When you sleep on time, you have enough sleep, everything goes as planned. If something doesn't go as planned, then you don't know how to plan well. When you sleep, your body is relaxed. It takes time to process everything. That's when everything goes, everything works. When you get enough sleep, you have more energy for the next morning. The next morning would, go as planned. As for you guys who go to school, for people that go to school, of course, if you don't sleep, that whole day is basically a mess. The seventh tip I want to share with you guys is expressing your gratitude. Expressing your gratitude could be to yourself, to others, and of course through praying. You can pray and tell Allah how grateful you are for Him giving you this life, this health, your well-being and everything, your parents. Some people don't have parents, some people don't have this health that we have, and alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed you with it. So it's good to always thank Allah first, always thank Him for everything that He has done for you. And you thank your parents too for, giving you this safe environment and community to stay in, to live in, and them always being there for you, always protecting you, always sheltering you, feeding you. It's not easy to be a parent at all. So it's good once in a while you thank them. Either you make a card for them, or you tell them, or you make, if it's your mom, well, both parents love eating, of course. You can make a meal for them. It's always good to thank your parents. And you can also thank yourself. It's not easy to be you. It's not easy to be yourself. It's good to always thank yourself for being tip you. I want to share with you guys, and the most important tip, which is make yourself a priority. Making yourself a priority is very important because you always need time for yourself. With the way life is going, everything is just, it barely is even about you. It's always school. It's either school, it's either the house, the family, the parents. So many things are going around, in your life, and it's good to take time to just, relax. If you want to read a book, read a book. If you haven't had enough sleep and you're tired, sleep. If you want to go for a walk, go for a walk. If you want to have a solo date, have a solo date. Do what you can, make yourself feel appreciated, and you can never go wrong with that, because making yourself feel appreciated helps with also, staying mentally sane. Because if you don't appreciate yourself and you don't take care of yourself and your body, it will ask you. It will show, it will show. And also Allah would ask you when you die. He would ask you how you treated yourself and treated your body and your mind and your soul. So it's always good to make yourself a priority. I hope you guys have gotten something from this today. Maybe you've heard of it, some of them, but I hope I've shared something with you guys, and thank you for listening. This is all I have for today, and please subscribe, like, and comment. If you guys have anything to say or anything you'd want to add, please do. And if you guys have anything you'd want for us to discuss, the comment section is always open for you guys. Thank you very much. Ma salama.